Yo, what's going on, guys? It is McGuigan here, back with the most requested video I have had so far for MLB The Show 20. It is a hitting tips video. So in this video, I'm going to go over my settings and settings that I think you guys should use just as a base, and then go from there. I will also show you how I set up my team and stuff like that, and just an overall in-depth view on how I take hitting, and then we'll go into practice mode and take a couple ABs and try and hopefully put it all together. So I believe I am currently fourth on the leaderboards. Yeah, so we got a 408 average, a 445 on base percentage, and a 1.022 slug. So really, my whole strategy around hitting is trying to get on base as much as possible. The more base runners you have, the more opportunities you're going to have to score. I try to see a lot of pitches, pick up a lot of tendencies. I know a lot of guys are, see ball, hit ball kind of thing. I'm not kind of like that. I am not as a prolific as hitter as some of those, like Rebel and Kyle, that can just hit anything in the world. So yeah, these are my hitting settings. So strike zone, normal strike zone hitting view. The in-play offensive view is dynamic. I've had a lot of people ask me about that too. It's just regular dynamic. The ball trail is on. Zone hitting, of course, buttons. PCI is on. Now, here's the PCI. I changed my PCI a lot, and I have been changing it a lot recently just because I kind of struggled the last couple days. Not the last couple days, I guess today I kind of struggled, so I was kind of tinkering around with it a little bit. But this is the base PCI that I use. So the PCI center, so the tiny circles you circle, altitude, or diamonds. I'm using the circles right now, so it's got like the fly ball, the liner, and the ground ball. I'm using circles right now. We have the Starfighter as the inner. Really, these are pretty well all the same. Starfighter and Fishbowl are practically the same. And then Wedge has been in the game forever, and along with Basic, that is Reticle from years past. I'm going with Starfighter right now, and then the PCI outer, I don't have it on at all. It's too big, it messes with you. Keep that off. If you guys have the PCI outer on, keep that off. I would recommend going something a little bit smaller. You'll be a lot more precise. And then I have it on red. I have it as a dark color, just red. It's, red or yellow. I like orange is probably not that bad either. Something like kind of light, but not like too light that where you kind of can't see it. Nothing too dark to where it gets in your way. I have the transparency at 100 so I can just fully see like where I want to hit the ball. And then I have the fade on the inner right now, but today I had it just on the outer, so I did have the Starfighter and the circles on, but normally on Legend, it's just so that the Starfighter fades once he starts pitching, so it just turns into the circles. So that's what I'm going to go with, and I'm also going to show you just the fade out on the outer, and then I'm going to keep the Starfighter. So yeah, that's that. Now, I'm just going to go over quick just how I set up my lineup and like what I think. So I have probably the best team in the game. I know there's a couple things that you could change. You could have like a different outfielder, different shortstop, and a different first baseman, but everybody else is probably the best in their position. You could always put Sheffield in the outfield and stuff and whatnot, but I don't like having a lot of lefties. Any more than 3 lefties in my lineup, and it's too much, in my opinion. I get that a majority of the times you will face a righty this year, especially with how many people are going to have like Kluber and those guys and Alex Reyes, but any more than that, and it's a little bit too much. I'm still not. Now, I also don't like having a lot of righties. I have 5 righties left right now, and then the other switch hitter. I'm still trying to find like one more lefty. I don't know where I'm going to fit that in yet. I'm planning on making a creative player at the second base position. So what will end up happening? Sandberg will move to third, and then Sheffield will move to left field, and then Soto will go to the bench, and then my cap will end up being in the 2-hole. Or what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it the way it is right now, and then just put Biggio on the bench and have a cap at catcher. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do quite yet, but as I said, I try to see a lot of pitches. So Trout and Mantle, they can hit either sides well, But Mantle provides great protection later on in the game to Trout if somebody brings in a lefty. So say it's like the bottom of the ninth, I'm down a run, and I have my pinch hitter spot up, and they bring in, whoever, it doesn't matter. I'd rather them much bring in a righty just because Mantle can hit either sides really well, and Trout is way better against righties, but he's right-handed, so people don't really like bringing in lefties. So I'd much rather face a righty, but when it's a lefty, Trout can still hit lefties decent enough, but his stats are a little, I mean, they're still great, don't get me wrong, but Mantle provides great protection. It's the same all throughout the lineup, so Sheffield protects Soto if there's a lefty later on in the game. I'm not too worried about like a lefty starter just because I'm not a fan of platooning cards. I find that that's just a waste myself. And then, we have cards like this, Tatis. Tatis, in my opinion, is the best card in the game. I love his swing. I love everything about him. He's been my favorite card so far. So Tatis hits everything well, and same with Stargell. I really don't like using, like, Soto's an exception just because I absolutely love Soto last year, so I'm just trying him out right now. But I like having cards that can hit both sides well, and then keep protection. So Samber protects Stargell and stuff like that and whatnot. The one part of my lineup I don't like right now is the Tatis and Stargell back-to-back. That's where I'm kind of, now I know I could put Biggio there, and, it protects him from a lefty Stargell more, but I don't know. I do so well with Tatis, it doesn't matter who I face. So, but yeah, we are just going to go into some custom practice. We will be the home team. We will face, let's face somebody good and that you see. You know who we are going to face? We are going to face Mr. Corey Kluber is who we are going to face. He is on the Texas Rangers now, and we will be using Mr. Mike Trout. So I will go to the stadium I always play at. Now, I always play at Ship It. Minor league stadiums, I still find play a lot smoother than normal MLB stadiums, and there's some minor league teams that are a little bit weird too. So a lot of people use Ship It. Some people use Bayfront. Iron Horse is really good. Laughing Mountain Park is very good. There's a lot of good minor league stadiums, and I know people like the actual feel of just playing in the actual stadium, but I've been playing here for so long, I'm used to it. I like to play in either July daytime 1 p.m. or I like to play October in the nighttime. So it's either completely bright out, there's no shadows, no nothing, or it's completely dark out and there's no shadows and nothing. We're gonna play in the nighttime here. So yeah, we're using Trout now. A lot of people are gonna be facing Corey Kluber. This will be on Legend, but now Legend Online is different between Legend offline. There's a lot more break in the pitches online, a lot more velocity. It's overall harder, but Legend offline is still pretty tough, especially if you tinker with the sliders a little bit. But so let's set this up. So I'm just gonna have it where it keeps throwing. So Kluber will be. I'm gonna put repeat play in just so I always have Trout up. That doesn't matter. So we will have Trout there. Alright, I think that's good. So, as you see the PCI right now, it starts as this. I'm not going to swing this pitch, and then it fades away like that. So, there you go. Now, Kluber Online has a very good sinker-cutter combo. Now, the only difference on this card is that he has a curveball instead of a slurve. So, you don't have to worry about that, but this isn't a Kluber hitting tips video. So, now what I like to do, you see me moving it around there a lot. It's something I've always done. I move it around a lot. I usually move it just around the top. I know a lot of people just move it around the side and whatnot, but I like to pick up tendencies as we hit a bomb there. And now you've seen there, I keep my PCI dead smack in the middle. So I move it around a bit, and then I bring it back here, and then I might just barely move it down like that, just so my thumb is already like in the process of moving. So that's a ball. Now, if I pick up tendencies and stuff like that, and if I find that they're trying to jam me up with fastballs or sinkers and whatnot, I might start it up and in a little bit more, but then it kind of leaves me prone to rolling over pitches. So I don't really recommend doing that unless you're having trouble picking up on the high and in heat. But I cannot stress this enough. I know a lot of people, I have trouble hitting the low stuff or I have trouble hitting the high stuff. Should I start my PCI there? And I can't stress it enough, man. Keep your PCI in the middle. It might be different and you might not get it down the first game that you play, but it will help you so much in the long run. to just, you know, you'll be so much more comfortable. You're not like sitting up here waiting for him to throw a fastball and then you're off everything else, because like it's not gonna work that way. Like it just, so you see, like, and I find a lot of people, I'm sorry, I'm not really good at explaining this kind of stuff. It helps if I'm actually in a game, but I probably should have done that actually. But so you see, like, once you get it down, you can still turn on fastballs and stuff up and in, as you've seen I did there, if you just keep it dead smack in the middle. Now, as I said, it'll probably take a little while to get used to, but it's definitely so much better just to keep it in the middle. It'll take a little bit. Now, what you don't want to do, you don't want to be just sitting dead middle here and then just flick into where you think, like, where you expect it to be. So, like, you don't, like, see, I just did it there. You don't want to be doing that. You just want to be calm and fluent, and, you know, just, I move it around to start just so, you know, I'm ready. Then maybe move it down just a little bit. I actually pieced it up kind of well, but the main thing I try to do, it's you know, it's a big combination of things in hitting in this game. It's, you know, putting your PCI on the ball, timing, picking up tendencies, stuff like that. But really the big thing for me, you can't hit 400 in-game if your PCI is not on the ball. That's the number one thing. Your PCI has to be on the ball. Then you worry about timing and whatnot. And then, you know, if you can do all that while breaking down your opponent, that, you know, you're gonna put it all together, then you're golden. You know, I can do it sometimes, and, you know, sometimes I can't. But I think I'm a decent enough player to where hopefully these tips can help you. So I'll go. What I will do, I will take the repeat play. Oh my God, I can't talk. The repeat play off. We will do that, and we will start with Mike Trout, and we will actually play an inning out here against Corey Kluber. So I really have a bad tendency of swinging first pitch, no matter what the pitch is. I like to take pitches and get the pitch count up, is what I like to do. So we're in 0-1 count here. Now you have to realize that Trout has a lot of quirks, so, and none of those quirks are active on 0-1 count. So he gets a curveball in there. Now Kluber's pretty hard to hit as it is anyways, but let's see if we made something happen here. Oh, you see, I just missed it. Yeah, like that's still a pretty good swing, and that might even, no, it's not gonna leave, but that's a pretty good swing. You can't be too upset at that swing right there. So I'll play a full inning out here with just this PCI. So we put a really good drive in that. So you see, like, you feel so much more comfortable on pitches down the middle. And I know a lot of people sometimes struggle with pitches right down the middle. They say, you know, I always miss them because I'm sitting on something else. You know, I'm sitting inside or I'm sitting outside, and, you know, he's throwing pitches right down the middle and I'm missing them. I struggle with pitches down the middle. And, you know, just be calm, man. You know, you can't get too frustrated this game. It's a big problem I have too. I get frustrated and I get down early or something, and, you know, I got to battle back. I feel like I'm the best when my back is up against the wall. So that's what I'm going to try, and, like, I'm trying to explain to you guys, like, just keep calm. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at, like, explaining stuff like this. I'm really just trying to show you what I do in game. But really just try and keep calm, man. I move it a lot at the start, as I said. So Kluber's a little funky out of the stretch here, but, you know, we've probably already gone about, like, what, 9-10 pitches, and there's only one out. Yes, that's a good pitch, though, to be fair, right there. That's a good pitch right there. So what we will do, we will go back to Mike Trout, and I will put the different PCI on. I will have it just on outer. Nope. Oops. I guess that works too, because I don't have an outer one on anyways, but yeah, this might be a little bit more comfortable for you guys just in the beginning using this PCI. Wow, that is crushed. I think it's foul, though. Oh, dude, that is a mile in the air. No, that's fair. All right. That just shows you how good Mike Trout is. But yeah, man, you know, it's kind of hard. I know a lot of other great guys have hitting tips videos. I know Kyle, Magunsky, and Seabrev have really, like, a lot more in-depth videos. I'm just trying to show you, like, my tendencies of hitting and, like, what I do, and just go from there, and that can be your base guard and then improve off that. So once again, I really try, you know, fight in counts and battle back and fight off pitches, and, you know, really drive the pitch count up, make them annoyed, make them throw strikes to you, make them make the mistake. Don't be swinging at the first pitch every count, and, you know, you're going to get frustrated and whatnot. Even if it's a pitch like that, you know, I could probably hit that, but, you know, make them throw 5 more pitches, and you're probably going to get the same one, you know. But Wow, that's a good pitch. Sinkers are really tough in this game. Sinkers and cutters are the two best pitches in this game. They're definitely the two hardest ones to hit. And I haven't really been hitting well today either. You know, on a different day, I'm probably hitting most of these pitches out. But you know, I can tell just off the start of the day, man, if I'm gonna be good hitting or if I'm gonna be, you know, a little bit off, and, you know, adjust your timing and whatnot. But really, keep it in the middle, man. Keep it simple, and just be fluent, man. There you go. Good squared up. That's really all it is, man. That's all I have to say, you know. We're gonna take the first pitch here. Yeah, and pick up tendencies, man. You know, I can't pick up tendencies against an AI just because you never know what they're gonna throw. It's mostly gonna be their main pitch, so a sinker. But yeah, that's just, you don't like to see that. That's just something you don't like to see. But yeah, pick up tendencies, man. You know, if they're throwing a lot of like away sinkers, you know, you can kind of just like start it off away and then go from there. Not start it off away, you know, but like look for something away and go from that. If you check my VOD, my Twitch VOD from what is today? Tuesday? Or is today Monday? Today's Tuesday. If you check my VOD from Monday night, I had a game against Lil Uzi Alex, one of my better friends in this community. And I had a couple innings there where I was on everything. And I wish I could put that in. I might even upload that game at some point, because there were games I literally, for like 3 innings while I was hitting and pitching, I went through everything that was in my head. You know, pitching, you know, what I think is going to like fool him right here, and, you know, what I think he's going to throw when he's hitting and whatnot. Wow, he is hosed. Oh, well, yeah, see, don't take base running tips from me, though. I am the worst base runner of all time. But, yeah, that's pretty well it for this, guys. I'm sorry if this is, you know, not the best in the world, but, you know, I'm still kind of trying to get down this whole commentating stuff and, you know, things like that. But, really, I try to drive the pitch count up, man. Keep your PCI in the middle. I moved around the top just so, you know, in case they do throw some up and in heat, you know, my fingers already used to being there. And then everything from that, man, keep it in the middle and just keep it simple. Take that. So I'll play through one more inning here, and then I'll let you guys go, and you can try this out. And let me know what you guys think of this PCI too. You know, it might be a little bit of a right in front of that. It might be a little bit of an adjustment. You know, we've been using wedge and reticle and stuff like that for so long. It's you know, I don't think I'll ever just have like one set PCI for this year. I'll probably tinker with it a little bit, but I really do like just the circles. I can be a lot more precise with it. You know, there's not a whole lot of stuff in the way. But if there is, and I struggle, my timing's there, but my PCI placement's a little bit off, I'll put the Starfighter on, or reticle. You know, something big. Wedge is a little bit too small. It kind of is like the same size of the circles. Wow, and that's a perfect hit right there on an outside sinker. So you see there, just keeping it in the middle, man. You know, you'll be able to go with pitches on the outside a lot easier, pitches on the inside a lot easier. And, you know, it's overall just, I think it's the best place, you know. But drive the pitch count up, man. Pick up tendencies. There's a feature in the game, the pitch analysis, where you can see how many types of pitches they've thrown, how many times they've thrown the pitch, stuff like that, where the pitch was located, where they're throwing, you know, with 2-strike counts and stuff like that. So, you know, if you're struggling through like 4 or 5 innings to hit, you know, just go into that screen and, you know, see what they're doing and, you know, go from there and just try and fight back. But that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I'm sorry if I, like, fumbled a lot of words and, you know, repeated myself a lot. I'm still not the best at the whole commentating stuff and stuff like that, but as I said, stuff 2 times in a row, holy shit. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out my links down in the description below. It would mean a lot. We are close to hitting 1,000 subscribers on the channel, so that would be absolutely huge. We just hit 3,500 followers on the Twitch channel. That is absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much. The support you guys have shown so far into the launch weeks of MLB 20 has been absolutely insane. I've had a good couple weeks myself playing the game and streaming and stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with the game. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, guys. I appreciate you all. Let me know if these tips help. Hopefully they do. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.